First and foremost, let's go over some new cards that have been announced for the new Blue Eyes structure deck, which has already been, I want to say, pretty hyped. The Blue Eyes cards are anticipated to be relatively strong, but we've got even more. So let's take a look at this here. We have a retrain on Kaiser Seahorse. We've got Neo Kaiser Seahorse, a level 4 light dragon tuner, 1700 attack, 1650 defense. You can only use the first, second, and third effect once per turn each. If you control Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay, so you need to have OG Blue Eyes on the board, and you can summon this. You can target a light tuner you control, increase or decrease its level by 1, so it can manipulate levels, including its own level, because it is a light tuner. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can send a Blue Eyes monster or one monster that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck to the graveyard, except Neo Kaiser Seahorse. That seems alright. Yeah, that seems okay. It might not be a starter on its own, because it's mostly just an extender, but it's a pretty good extender at that. You know, flexible level. When it hits the graveyard, it foolishes another card. So that's all right. Majesty with Dragons of White, normal trap card. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. Go up to 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons from hand, face up, field, and or graveyard, and destroy that many cards your opponent controls. Okay. You can banish this card from your grave, ritual summon a ritual monster from your hand by tributing Blue Eyes White Dragon from hand or field whose level exactly equals the level of that ritual monster. Okay, that seems kind of gimmicky. This seems like a kind of gimmicky trap card. But if you can load some Blue Eyes into the graveyard relatively easily, this card just being a pop 2 or 3 can be pretty nice, I suppose. Oh, Link. Oh, Link 1. Wonderful. Spirit with Eyes of Blue. Link 1. Dude, is this the first time they've given Blue Eyes a Link monster? I think so, right? I don't think they have a Link. Yeah, okay. 1 level 4 or lower dragon or spellcaster monster. Oh, wait, so you can just get this into the graveyard when you normal summon it to get the foolish effect. All right, okay. Well, I guess you could have done that regardless, because it's a dragon, so you could have made Striker Dragon. Okay, never mind. You can only use the first and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is link summoned, you can take a Mausoleum of White from your deck and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. Okay. Can we stop making link ones that add stuff from the deck to the hand? What is Mausoleum of White? Mausoleum of White. Dude, is that an old ass card or what? That card is from 2016. And I've never seen it being played, I think. During your main phase, you can normal summon a level 1 light tuner in addition to your normal summon. Once per turn, you can target a face-up monster you control, send a normal monster from your hand or deck to the grave. If you do, the target gains attack. Until the end of this turn, you can banish this card from your grave, add a burst stream of destruction from your deck to your hand. Okay. I assume that this card has not seen play at all in Blue Eyes so far. However, you also didn't just get it for free so far, right? So the fact that you can now just get this card for free, this card's power level, I feel like is kind of comparable to like a Salamangreat Sanctuary, like the kind of card you wouldn't put in your deck if you didn't get it for literally free whenever you play the game, right? And you don't want to draw it. Which isn't a great concept, right? This to me, this seems like this is the kind of card that you would play. If you were gonna play Blue Eyes now, the fact that you can just search this card for completely free makes me kind of want to play it, right? I kind of want to play this because I get it's basically a free second normal summon. It's not a completely dead draw, but it's not great either. Let's be real. I mean, it's not a great draw. Like, you don't want to draw this card. It doesn't really help you play through stuff. Unless, like, this is, like, part of some 3-card combos or something. If you draw it, right? But, like, if you get it for free, that puts things into perspective, right? That's not terrible. You cannot special summon except dragon monsters. Okay, at least there's a lock on it. You can tribute this card, special summon a Blue Eyes monster from your hand or grave, but if you special summon an effect monster from the graveyard, it cannot attack. Also, its effects are negated. I mean, this, like, the effects on this card are not insane, but it is a Link 1, so they don't need to be insane for it to be a really good card, right? You think of other Link 1s in the past that have done, like, a Link 1 doesn't have to do much, right? It's just like the fact that you have the option to go Link 1 and do some other stuff is usually crazy. It's very good, Josh. See, I didn't say it wasn't. Maybe if you let me finish my sentences, you didn't have to be nerdging in chat right now. So it adds a mediocre card on summon, and it lets you tag out into a Blue Eyes from hand or graveyard. That is pretty good for a Link 1. Doesn't work with SP. I mean, okay, yeah, you can't make SP with it, but that's not a huge argument, I feel like. If anything, that's good design, right? Like the fact that you can't just turn any... I mean, you can already turn any dragon into Striker Dragon if that's what you're trying to do, right? This is like a Blue Eyes themed Striker Dragon, I would say. And Striker Dragon has historically been a really, really good card, right? Yeah, I think it's very comparable to Striker Dragon because it adds a alright field spell from deck to hand for free and does some other things for your deck, which is pretty strong, I think. I think that's pretty good. So, yeah, I mean, this makes, I mean, this structure deck is looking very, very good. This structure deck is looking very, very good in my opinion. So far. I think anime enjoyers are eating good with this one. Even if it doesn't end up being a top tier meta threat, which it could be good. I don't know if we have the full set list yet. I think there's more cards to be revealed. Look at what they're reprinting for the OCG. Reprints: Nibiru, Ash, Maxi, 2 Effect Veiler, 2 Trade-In, Called by, Imperm, and Heraldic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. I mean, this is just good practice, I feel like. This is... I really like the fact that they started including cards in multiples in their structure decks over there. I really hope that we get that practice as well. But yeah, good reprints. It's really good staples for a structure deck. I mean, I feel like that's one of the things that has the TCG structures have also had good staples in them usually, but it's just like I don't understand why we only get each card as one copy, right? Why not multiple? Yeah. Maxi reprint is sus. Yeah, that's right. That's true. The fact that they are reprinting Maxi might mean that they won't ban it, even though they are releasing Molcharmy Fuvaros, but that's a whole other discussion. That's not what this is about. Good support for Blue Eyes. Long story short. Long story short, more good support for Blue Eyes. Whether this is enough to keep up with how powerful modern Yu-Gi-Oh decks are remains to be seen, but I kind of like this. I do like when they give anime decks some love to make them at least playable, you know, not just some uncohesive pile of cards. This is cool. All right. Like Yubel. I also think Yubel is cool. Yeah, I think the fact that you can play Yubel is nice. I think Yubel in the TCG at the moment is a little bit too powerful even, but the basic idea of making these kind of decks viable is cool to me. Check out this little combo. Okay. So we normal summon Seahorse, we link into... Okay, hold up. Normal summon Seahorse, link 1 into this guy. Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2. We sent the new one to the graveyard. We activate Mausoleum. Bring out Blue Eyes. Okay, the editing makes it a little hard to follow. We get True Light for free. We activate the new spell. Why is Blue Eyes ultimate in our spell and trap zone? Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. Banish Stone. No, activate Stone in it. Dude, okay, look. That... The board is not crazy. It's a good combo for one card, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of engine requirements here, though, that you kind of want to... not draw, which isn't great. Like, in my opinion, this does not look super scary. My main problem with this entire thing is the fact that it plays this card. Like, when I see how rare this card is, I have no issue with it as long as it's not playable. You know, like, as long as you don't need this card for a meta deck, then I don't really care if it's a chase card that looks super fancy and is hard to find, you know? But if this deck actually becomes playable, like, even if it's not tier 1, but like tier 2 or something, and you need that card for it, that'd be kind of frustrating. But I mean, we don't know if this card eventually gets a more accessible reprint. We have no idea. But yeah, that is that is something.